Hey yo, I'm Sluggish Fox here. Today we're going to be talking about several things today. First off, let me get something off my chest. First off, I'm not going to be reading a script this time so I can be able to express myself already. And yes, I have been using scripts before in my other videos because it make it easier to talk and it'd be too much hassle to edit out every single long pause and banter that just like happens around. So for now, I'm going to be speaking straight from my mind, so it'll be easier to communicate, easier to express my feelings, and stuff like that. Be louder, be positive, be negative, and let's see if it's a better change of pace. Anyways, sorry for the long pause, long wait for my next video, this video, like you care. But if you do care, I've been busy with school, and I have been streaming. By the way, this background video I'm showing right now is from my stream, so if you're interested in watching my hobbies and gaming, whatever, link will be in the description below. Hopefully it'll be in the description below if my future editing skills will remember to put it in there. I'm talking to you, me in the future, alright? And without further ado, oh wait, hold on, don't get started yet. I need to explain what we're doing in this video. So for this video, I'm just like the description says, top 3 hopes, top 3 despairs. What are they? The top 3 hopes are basically what I hope to happen in Danganronpa Kill Cure. So, long pause, thinking, not reading the script at all. I'm seriously not. Don't judge me. The hopes are basically, okay, let me try this again. Hopes is basically things I want to happen. Things, not just like, oh, I hope this person dies, or I hope this person lives, I hope that guy's the mastermind, I hope they get together, I ship it. No, this is like, I hope this happens as a series. Like, I hope Moboxer, the creator of this series, does this in the series instead of doing that. That's what the hopes are. Despairs are basically things I don't want to happen. What do I mean? Are you confused? Well, I'll explain that more in the video when we actually start talking about these top 3s. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? My first hope is huge surprises. This was no surprise to you guys, probably. What I want to happen what I hope to happen is that I hope that there's going to be a lot of surprises within the series. That's what I strive for in Danganronpa series. Like, for example, someone is like alive and well and the next second they're dead. That's a huge surprise. Or like, what? Nothing was like leading on to their deaths. It was like in 2 seconds after the last murder. It was like huge surprise. Or like, boom, this person does this person's secretly the ultimate serial killer, or this person's not even a student at the academy. Huge surprises, things he would never see coming. Because I love the reactions of like when people's just like, what? That actually happened? Oh my gosh. It's probably fake, but whatever. It's probably something I want to happen a lot, and it's not just one huge surprise like in Danganronpa 3 where it's just like, oh no, this is not even the Hope Speak Academy universe, this is a separate real world universe and stuff like that. Or it's like, oh no, that guy died. That's a huge surprise. Once, twice, maybe 3 times. I want a lot of huge surprises at every turn, just stuff that's just boom, right there, just like, oh my gosh, you just like, you don't know what's gonna happen, you can't predict that. It's like, oh, 3 killers and then 3 deaths. It's like, wow, that's a huge surprise. I never would have seen that coming. Because that's what Moboxer said would happen, that there's gonna be a lot of different stuff that's happening unparalleled to the actual Danganronpa universe from Spike Chunsoft, so it's gonna be a lot that I hope will happen. I'm pretty sure he will, but if it isn't, that's gonna be disappointing. It's gonna be like the part of the Danganronpa V3, just like a little disappointing. I want more stuff to happen. It's just surprising, but it was like all predictable after I played the first 2 games. So hopefully Moboxer is like listening to this advice and thinking it's like, hey, this guy's right. I'm gonna add more surprises and like juke the audience. Just long pause, thinking, just, oh, that happened? Wow, Moboxer's smart. It's a good thing he listened to Sluggish Fox, am I right? Woo, alright. So that's the first hope. Let's move on to the second. Second hope is what I probably strive for the most in a game is the good references and good humor. That's a good Danganronpa game right there. Even a good fan game would be comprised of good references that people understand or don't understand unless they look it up and it's just like, oh, they're reference to this anime or that plot or previous Danganronpa games. And it has to have good humor. And one more thing, good fan service. All these three facts are things that you would want in a Danganronpa game. Good reference for a start is Easter eggs, and Easter eggs in games are like super fun to find, super fun to look up, super fun to like, if you get it at that moment of when they say it, like for example in the first Danganronpa game that Byakuya was like referencing Naruto, and like I was like, oh my gosh, that's a good reference, I like that. Stuff like that, just references here and there that people get, just say out of nowhere and just, wow, I get that, that's clever. I know what they're referencing to, but they're not like copywriting it or advertising it. That's cool. Next up, good humor. It's gotta be humorized parts that's just like, oh, it's just not all despair, all like blah blah blah, depression like in V3. Yeah, V3 was kind of more depressing than humorous. But it's gotta be fun. There's a lot of fun characters in this one. It's like a lot of flammable like personalities in this ones, so it's gonna be pretty fun to like hear what they're gonna say, how they're gonna interact, because we don't know how they're gonna interact yet. We didn't get that much like game footage or like interactions with each other. It's just, you know, talking, and we don't know how they're gonna interact, so I'm looking forward and hoping that it's gonna be good humor. And of course, last part of this, good fan service. What we lacked in V3 was fan service. I can't remember that much stuff from V3 that's just like, you know, turn on stuff like that, because in first Danganronpa game you could see like some stuff, but it wasn't a lot. Like the game wasn't built off that. What was more fan service was Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. I think it was Goodbye Despair, yeah. They have way more fan service. It was just like ba 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 ba, like every turn there's just like boom, fan service, boom, fan service. They did this, they did that, boom. Because they were at the beach, of course, there'd be a lot more stuff that the audience would like. But at like V3, you didn't get enough. It wasn't a lot. Sometimes it'd be Miyu. Actually, it was mainly Miyu. We didn't see anyone else doing stuff like that. Of course, the only thing they made up for it was the Love Hotel, which I liked a lot. So I hope something like that happens in this too, just like the daily stuff and then just like the extra things. There's a Love Hotel. That'd be pretty cool, but I doubt it. So hopefully there's going to be a lot more enthusiastic scenes coming in this series. And I'm hoping that would come into effect. And now on to the last hope. I've been hoping. Last hope, psych! No one dies, they all live in peace. This is gonna be a little stretch of a thing, cause I'm 99.99999999% sure that this will not happen. No one dies, they all live in peace, they live their lives without killing, without motive. Kokusaru succeeds in preventing everyone from killing each other, and the killing game never happens, just like in the first two games where it's just like, oh, there's no killing game, no interact with fools and like hang out, build survival and stuff, and then graduates. Oh, and also the third game, I guess. And I didn't play it yet, my bad. Of course, that's not gonna happen. I just hope it happens, because that'd be cool. I love in Danganronpa 3 animation, Despair arc, where they're just like doing daily lives through the school, their school stuff, and just like doing scenes of just like having fun, messing around, interacting with each other, and having like really cool experiences with each other. That was pretty cool to watch. It was like really enjoyable. So that'd be really I don't know what to say. It'd be really cool to have, but I doubt it. It's gonna be like all the other games where they just do the full story and then at the end they'll like do all the routes and stuff. But it'd be really cool if they just have some, like towards the beginning, just like have fun and stuff like that. No one dies for a very long time. They do a bunch of stuff, And then like towards like chapter 3, someone dies. Boom. And then just like disruption. It's like, oh, we've been living together for a year, and then now everyone dies. Sad days. Something like that was more likely to happen than no one actually dying, but it'd be pretty cool to just watch them live in peace for a while. Of course, it's not going to happen, but it's a hope, it's a prayer, it's a chance, and I'll take it. Now, on to the top 3 despair. Reminder of what my 3 despairs are actually. They're basically stuff I don't want to see happen, or I don't want to see in the basically Moboxer doing, or anyone related to the Danganronpa cast do. So let's give you my first example. My first despair that I don't want to see: death flags. Moboxer. If there's one thing I hated most about the Danganronpa series, was death flags. Obvious deaths. Of course, I didn't realize any during the first game, except like after the 3rd chapter, where I didn't know it's like, oh, she was obvious that she was gonna die. He was obvious he was gonna die. Like, you couldn't see that or predict that in the first Danganronpa game. But once I started playing the 2nd and 3rd game, every death was so predictable. Second game is like Tugami Yakuya was like so obvious he was the leader, and then he was obviously gonna die. I mean, he's trying to prevent the killing game, same as Rentaro. They were both trying to prevent the killing game, and they die. It was so predictable that they were probably gonna die first. And then like 2nd trial, 3rd trial, 4th trial, they're all predictable deaths, and because of death flags. Most mentionable was Tenko. She was probably the most death flaggiest person I ever seen in the Danganronpa game. She was so obvious that she was gonna die. I was literally like cringing very hard that they made it so obvious. So that's why I don't want to see in these games death flags. Obvious deaths, things done prior to their deaths. I don't want to see stuff that's just like make me like, oh, she's gonna die, oh, sad days, and then mourn like before she actually dies, and then when she actually dies, like, alright, I'm already out of tears, let's move on to trial. I don't want that. I want be surprised, be like, oh, it'd be a lot better if you death flag like one person, for example, boom, that guy is gonna die, but then this girl actually dies. Like, whoa, that was actually a huge surprise. I want something like that. If you're gonna do death flags, do something like that. Don't just make it so obvious, please. And thank you. On to the next despair. This one is gonna be a lot more personal than the previous ones. Unnecessary scenes. For example, scenes that just happened that is just like, oh, that was unnecessary. I did not need to know that. I don't want to know that. What's the point besides wasting my time? Because, for example, in Danganronpa V3, there were so many unnecessary scenes. What am I talking about? Flashbacks. I'm not talking about the flashback lights, but like flashbacks to previous conversations, like in trials where they're just saying something. It's like, oh, you remember this, and then it flashbacks to like 3 seconds later. It's like Kokichi's like, I lied, and then 3 seconds later they flash back to Kokichi saying, I lied. That was very unnecessary. I know what happened 3 seconds ago because I was there 3 seconds ago. I remember stuff. I was there. I can remember everything that happens. And they just flash back to things and just waste my time. It's like, yeah, I know that happens. Not just flashbacks, it could be other unnecessary scenes, like just jargon, just people like bantering about useless stuff that has nothing to do with the investigation, nothing to do with themselves, nothing to do with anything, just like jargon, things that just doesn't matter. I can't think of anything. Maybe like, hey, did you know about the walls? They're just like, they're yellow. It's like, yeah, what about the yellow walls? Like the sun's like pouring down on them. It's like, oh yeah, it provides no use. It's just like conversation. It's just conversation. It's just there that you don't want. It doesn't develop the plot. It's just like there. It's probably just like back talk. Be a good, like, people would try to reference it, but it doesn't make any sense. It's just useless. That's why I think it's more personal and less despair-ish thing. It's not like at the top of my list on what I don't want to happen, but it's just there that since these videos are just gonna be like 10 minutes, 20 minutes long, just like boom, boom, boom. There could be so much stuff, other stuff you can be putting in the 10 minutes besides just walking around, just like talking, just boring. It's like 10 minutes, a whole video, and then you have to wait a few days for the next video. It's just like, that's it? That's the episode? That's kind of bland compared to what I've been seeing. So make sure everything's like very interesting at every turn, even if it's just like for a little bit. We don't want like boring lecture talks about ancient civilizations and then just feel uninterested. But who knows, they might be interesting, whatever it is. So let's move on. Last one's gonna be very, very personal and something that's gonna be very vigorous, so watch out. My last and third despair, the one thing I do not want to see. Luckily, I haven't seen much of it yet in the other fan games and the actual series and stuff like that, but it's something I do not want to see. A terrible community. That's right, I'm talking about you guys. I don't want you guys to be terrible, unencouraging, unsupportive, very mad. I don't want you guys to be ungrateful, be like pure trash, trying to rush the Moboxer to just, oh, when's the video coming out? Oh, I've been waiting 2 months. Why don't you do anything? Why are you so slow? I'm subscribing, I'm following. You're a terrible series. Why'd you kill my best girl? I'm seriously gonna kill you. Death threats, all that crap. I don't want to see that. This is literally a you already seen the video where he's explaining to like us about his time and effort about everything, and how he apologized. It's a small project. He says project a lot. You've probably seen that video on what he did, and he's just explaining to us on how hard this is on him. And I seen some comments on that video just like, it's just terrible. It's just, wow, you guys are so mean. This guy's working his ass off to like provide something you guys can do while you guys are lounging around doing nothing like I am, and then complaining about stuff that's just wah. So where's the music? Where's the extra gameplay? Where's the second trailer? Where's everything? Why aren't you doing anything? Why am I being unnoticed, senpai? Everything like that. I hate it. It's just people are trying so hard to do stuff and then you're just beating them down because you don't like it. If that's what you live for, you do it somewhere else. And actually, don't do it anywhere. Change your ways. These guys are working hard. There's very little people, and this is probably his first fan project, and he's actually doing really good for someone that's just brand new to the Danganronpa scene, and just like pop out of nowhere. It already becomes one of the most famous fan games for Danganronpa. So being a bad sport, being just like bad in general, it's fine to do it in moderation. Just be like, haha, you know, it's just, I hope it's a shame she died. I hope this person dies. It's like, I hope you change your mind. It's like, Fan lives, boom. And then she lives towards the end, blah blah blah. Just do like in moderation, not just be like, Fan dies, you die. I hate the series, blah blah blah, etc etc. Definitely do not want to see that. Of course, it's gonna be one every 100 comments is just like pure asshole, but that's better than just like everyone just like complaining every 10. Just all the top comments are just, wow, this is terrible. I thought it'd be better. No. We gotta appreciate what we're having here. Be grateful that someone's actually taking their time out of their busy day, out of their work, all the schedule, out of their taking care of their kids or family to do this for you guys. So I have no room to say though, because sometimes I'm just like overly aggressive or some stuff, but I keep it to myself. I don't like to express that kind of stuff because receiving hate is way worse than giving hate. So I'm a sensitive guy, so you guys should do the same. Just keep it to yourself. Maybe talk with some friends. Just like, I'm depressed. My one wife who died. That's it. You don't have to like explain to everyone that you're the biggest asshole in the world. Alright? That's just some advice to you guys. And that's gonna be it, I guess. Top 3 despairs, top 3 hopes, and I don't know what else to say. This video is mainly more of me about bantering than anything. So you'll even need to watch this video. This is being more advertisement for my Twitch because I need money and I'm bored doing these videos, and I'm not bored doing these videos, I'm bored editing these videos because they take a long ass time because some specific editing software is being an asshole and turning off my internet every time I do stuff, and then deleting half of my recording sessions every time my computer crashes. So it's a painful intricacy. I don't know what that word means, but it sounds smart. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out my Twitch. This is mainly advertising for that. I get bored with school. Studying is very a pain, doing all that. So I get some time to myself and be able to interact with you people. I can talk about Danganronpa on there for all I care. Just stop by if you have the chance. Yeah. Next, that's it for this video. Next video, we're going to be addressing some very specific stuff about my channel, or maybe, actually, you guys take the pick. I have some ideas right here if you want. Let's see. First idea is what your favorite Danganronpa Kyokure character says about you. That's obviously going to take a long time because I need to think about everything and yeah, just edit everything, say everything, and then I actually had to script that one because it's actually research based. Or I can do results and explanation of Danganronpa Kyokure casting call, basically what I feel about the casting call, what that guy's going to say for their future, who they are, who's voice acting, what they look like, all that stuff, and explain why his system was actually really good and really bad on trying to find a casting call. Or my last idea is updates and review, basically comment response. A lot of people are commenting. I haven't been responding lately because I've been busy. I want to comment, but commenting to every single comment and just like answering their questions and stuff is just like a pain. It's just like, hey, this YouTuber is kind of like being very attention seeking. It's just like, oh, he's annoying. So it'd be easier to do a video, like look up most of the comments I see in my videos and just show them up and like talk to about it, explain about stuff. So if you want to see that, put your answer in the description below. I might do a straw poll about it, see which video you want, because this is going to take a while. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying. And obviously, I got motivated to do this video because of Weeby News, because I was like very sluggish about doing videos. And then I saw Weeby News do her character analysis. Like, I can't lose to her. I'm gonna be the popular one for Danganronpa Kyokure. So, better watch out, Weeby News. If you're watching this, let's collab so we can talk about this. Because I'm bored. I'm tired of talking to myself in a very quiet room next to my freaking anime posters, watching anime, streaming anime, playing anime games, alone, like a neat, shut in, sad. So if any YouTubers out there ready for collab, I'll be waiting. It'd be pretty interesting to talk about stuff we have in common, so it'd be good YouTube content for both of us. So with that said, I bid you duds farewell.